Okay, y'all. So now let's get into this crazy dramatic story. Let's get into some drag race mess. So apparently, Kennedy Davenport has a birthday gig. I don't know if it's happened or if it's happening, but there was some controversy. Apparently, see, yesterday, child, there was so much drama going on between the Perez Hilton stuff, and then I came across all of a sudden I saw Akiria had commented on something, and it was like an hour after it was reported because I was up late yesterday putting topics and things together. So I happened to go on Twitter and I saw that Akiria had responded to something going on regarding Kennedy Davenport and her upcoming birthday gig. And apparently, word on the street was Shangela was asked to partake in performing, which caused a whole scene where queens from Drag Race opted to drop out and say they don't want to participate in it because of the accusations of Shangela SAing a couple of people, men particularly. So several drag artists who were scheduled to appear at an event celebrating RuPaul's Drag Race star Kennedy Davenport's birthday, as well as her 30th year anniversary of doing drag, had dropped out of a performance following fan backlash due to the planned inclusion of Shangela, a fellow drag race queen who has faced numerous sexual SA allegations. Sorry, I almost said the whole thing. Bosco, who appeared on Drag Race 14th season and All Stars 10, released a statement on Instagram saying simply, I'll no longer be appearing in Dallas in September, referencing the event, which is currently scheduled to take place on Wednesday, September 9th at Station 4, a gay bar in Dallas, Texas. Child, I should have known that's why I like Kennedy, and Kennedy tells it like it is, and she stay being a shade shady. She's a Virgo. You know how we do. We say we want to say, and we don't give a fuck. Now, Morgan McMichaels, who I also like, who was also set to appear on the roster, indicated on Tuesday night that she will no longer be in attendance. She said, quote, I want to address my decision to step away from an upcoming event, McMichaels wrote on Twitter. When I agreed to participate, I was not aware of casting of the event. Once I learned the decision to step away was a natural and immediate one for me, as my participation no longer aligned with my values. She also continued by saying, this decision is not rooted in hate or a desire to create negativity. It is simply important to me that the spaces and events I choose to be a part of reflect the values I stand for. Thank you for respecting my decision. Now, by the time Tuesday night came to a close, which literally was yesterday, and I was telling you, at least one more queen publicly distanced herself from the show as well. So Miss Kasha Davis came out and said, I removed myself from the show. And, she appeared on, Drag Race season 7 with Kennedy and said, I won't be appearing in Dallas. Now, while Bosco and Kasha did not cite a reason for pulling out, and Morgan and Michael cited casting, no queen named a specific performer that caused them to drop. Well, child, do they really need to address the big elephant in the room? We know why they dropping out. That is that the event and cast were announced on Sunday, August 2nd, when Davenport first shared news of the event on social media, saying, hey, y'all, my birthday is coming up and it's huge. This is what she wrote on X. Sorry, Twitter. I have a surprise for y'all. Check it out and get your tickets. Please share Dallas, here we come. I can't believe that even with all the full line and shenanigans going on in Texas, y'all still out here performing in them places. But I guess in times of resilience, with everything going on with politically in Texas, where now they're trying to regulate weed smoke, which is going to send them going back to the dark ages where they had to go hook up with drug dealers and getting underground weed because now y'all want to put a kibosh on people getting marijuana, which has been legalized in this country. So the poster for the event featured a veritable who's who of Drag Race alum, including many from within Davenport's own family, such as Akiria C. Davenport and Maya Iman LePage. Also set to appear per the original's poster were Alexis Mateo, Dragula star Fantasia Royale Gaga, Jasmine Masters, she clearly has nothing to say on this, All Star 6 winner Kylie Sonique Love, Latrice Royale, Trinity K. Bonet, Canada versus the World winner Raja O'Hara, Morgan McMichaels, and Roxy Andrews. Now, announced alongside the cast was season two of All Stars 3 Queen Shangela. Andrews posted on social media about not being able to attend, but claimed that she had never been scheduled for Davenport's bash as she had another commitment. Backlash to the casting announcement of Shangela was swift, given that the star has faced multiple allegations of SA, first from an assistant on the HBO show We Hear, Daniel McGarrigle, say his name, I interviewed him, and then later by five people who told Rolling Stone that the queen either assaulted them or attempted to initiate sex while they were inebriated. Yes, we had Dakota Payne, who was an adult film star, who came out and said Chandler S.'d him. Also know off the record, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I had someone who also works in adult entertainment who literally hit me up and gave me details on how they also were SA'd by Shangela. So, and I've had people in the comments who literally was even somebody even like I tell you, when it comes to regular celebrities or whatever, I don't be hearing stuff about. We talk about celebrities on the show, and I give my opinion or whatever. I have people who literally will DM me information about some of the drag race girls and the mess that be going on and stuff with them. So that's kind of like where, like how Amon Wiggins got his ear to the street every time a female rapper got a beef. I know what the drag race girls are doing. But anyway, so I had someone literally tell me that Chandler be getting booked out there in Mexico. So while people ain't touching her out here in the US, she's been doing gigs out there in Mexico. I don't know if they're well aware of what the allegations are with Shangela. Maybe they just don't care. But yeah, she's getting booked out there. That's where she's been performing. But it's like now when it comes to this whole Kennedy Davenport thing, I can see why people are upset. Because remember, there was a whole expose where, like I said, five people came and spoke to Rolling Stone that she either assaulted or attempted to initiate sex while they were under the influence. A seventh person came forward with allegations of assault in 2025. Following the original allegation in 2023, Shangela put out a statement calling the allegations totally false, and the accuser later dropped the lawsuit in 2024. Following the newest allegation in 2025, Shangela issued a statement saying she was being falsely accused. Now, backlash to Davenport's initial announcement was swift, with people questioning why she would add Shangela to the roster. Girl, Shangela? This is why we're fucked as a society, one person wrote. We keep enabling people who do terrible things. Then we have to act like it's fine and nothing is wrong. She is disgusting, and you are who you surround yourself with. Now, this is where I come between a rock and a hard place on this because I know someone who I'm really good friends with. I do consider this person a friend that has worked with Shangela in the past, knows Shangela, is friends with Shangela. And they said that because they've worked with her and they've been friends with her, they have a hard time kind of disassociating themselves from this situation. Because it's like, yeah, you have a good rapport with this person. But what do you do when you have a good rapport with someone and then you come to find out that they're capable of these things? How do you disassociate yourself from that? And I feel like, okay, I don't want to be in this position of like, oh, well, they didn't do nothing bad to me, so it's not going to affect me. I don't want to be that type of person. I'm someone like, if I'm cool with you, but I found that you've done some implorable things to other people, whether they children or consenting or just an adult, whatever the case is, even though you never did anything to me where you drugged me and abused me, if this is what you out here doing, I can't associate myself with. But that's like me being friends with a serial. That's like me being friends with Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, he didn't eat me, so I can be friends with. So I'm still be cool with you. No, I gotta immediately cut you off. It's like, yeah, we was cool with, and we never had no issues. But if this is what you're capable of, I can't be associated with that. Especially if you're in a place of doing business, whatever. You got a reputation of whole. You don't want your shit to be affected, your business to be affected. So now, in a tweet that has since been deleted, one social media user said that Davenport should replace that queen with Canada's drag race star Jada Shada Hudson, to which Davenport replied, I ain't replacing a damn thing. So the whole thing stems from there's many of us who choose to believe until proven guilty. This is what another person said. Also, a lot of the queens have toured repeatedly with Shangela and don't believe the accusers based off their experience and observations on the road with her. And Kennedy said, simple as that. And that's when she said, I ain't replacing the damn thing because you said you should place that queen with Jada Shada. But yeah, that's why I came in with the other thing. We're saying based on our experiences with her on the road, I don't believe that she would be capable of this stuff. And Kenny's like, yeah, she ain't, and to me, it's just coming across as, well, she ain't do nothing to me. So I'm not affected by it because she didn't abuse me. I've never seen her do this stuff while I'm on the road. You don't know what people are capable of in any situation. Now, early on Wednesday morning, All Stars 6 and All Stars 11 queen, Akira C. Davenport, who was scheduled to appear, wrote on Twitter that, despite her plea that she wasn't replacing a damn thing, Davenport has agreed to swap out the controversial castmate, but declined to name Shangela in her post. What is she, Voldemort? Like he who should not be named? Nobody is going to say Shangela name. And then she wrote, hey, I'm just now seeing this post. And this is what I came across. This is how this whole thing started. Like, what the hell's going on? This was the post, but I'm about to read y'all that I came across from the beginning that caused me to do a deep dive. So, hey, I'm just now seeing the post. And to be very clear, you guys can feel however you want to feel about me. When I was asked by my aunt to be a part of her birthday celebration, that's all I knew. After further discussion, she made the decision to remove the person from the lineup. And that's why I'm like, Akira's like, that's my aunt. This is her party. I said I'm going to participate because that's family, and I'm you don't turn down family. But whatever her decision is, that's on Kennedy. And she's saying that, well, she's saying that she removed the person from the line. Now, I will say this. There is no word on exactly if Kennedy has removed Chandler from the line. She hasn't said that. But if she want to keep her on the gig and Chandler get up there and perform and people start booing and throwing everything but tips at her, I don't want to hear nothing. So they did say that her latest post from Monday about the show included that she had added Season 18 Queen Mia Starr. The poster added Starr to the roster still included a picture of Shangela. So Mia Starr is now in the gig, and we haven't seen Mia in a month of Sunday, so I'm glad she out here getting work. But I will say this is a developing story. I pretty much feel like I said all I need to say. It's like, yeah, what do you do in this situation where, okay, so Shangela has all these accusations against her. They say innocent until proven guilty. It is hard to prove SA, but when multiple people come out and said that Shangela assaulted him, and I know two adult film stars who this has happened to, and I interviewed one of them. What do you? Well, not the adult film star, but somebody who worked behind the scenes on We're Here. I interviewed Danny McGarrigle. It's up there on the channel somewhere. Look it up. Dakota Payne came out and said something. I remember I posted something online with the clip with the video about the whole Chandler thing. He responded in the comments and DM'd me. And then there's another adult film star who came to me and told me something personal about something with that Chandler went and slipped him, whatever the case was, and took advantage and all that stuff. I can't mention the name because I don't have permission to say who it was. It's anonymous. So we'll just have to see how all this turns out. We don't know yet if she's gonna have him on the thing or if she's gonna have if Kennedy's gonna have Chandler be a part of the thing. But we'll find out when September comes around and we'll see how y'all respond. When Chandler get her ass up on that stage, Miss Laquifa Wadley, get her behind up on that stage and start performing. And we'll see if y'all up in there in that Texas club, if y'all here for it or not. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of all this controversy that's surrounding all of this at this moment? Are y'all here for Kennedy or no? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below.